Have you ever stopped to wonder if it's really possible to predict the future? Could someone, centuries ago, have seen the events that are unfolding today? Wars, disease, political chaos, natural disasters. It might sound like science fiction. But what if I told you that one man from the 1500s may have predicted it all and more? Stay with me till the end of this video, because today we're revealing the chilling, detailed predictions of Nostradamus for the year 2025, just revealed at the start of August. You won't believe what may be coming in the next few months. And some of it has already started? Michel de Nostradamus, known as Nostradamus, was a French astrologer and doctor born in 1503. He wrote over 900 quatrains, short four-line poems, many of which have been interpreted as predictions about the future. Over the centuries, people have credited Nostradamus with predicting major world events: the rise of Napoleon, Hitler's brutal regime, the assassination of John F. Kennedy, even the attacks on 9/11s. Now, as we move through 2025, new interpretations of his writings are starting to line up with events happening right now. From political instability to mysterious disappearances, natural disasters to the threat of war, it's all there. So let's dive into what Nostradamus might have seen coming. One of Nostradamus's most unsettling predictions for 2025 relates to the Vatican. Some experts believe he hinted that Pope Francis's papacy may come to an end this year. The aging pontiff has faced serious health problems recently, including respiratory issues that caused him to cancel key appearances like the UN Climate Summit. This has left many wondering, is he nearing the end of his time as pope? According to Nostradamus, after the death of a long-serving pope, an older Ramon would be chosen. But this new leader would struggle to keep the church united. Could that mean a spiritual crisis, a scandal, or just a reflection of how traditional institutions are losing influence in today's modern world? Whatever the answer, the signs seem to be building, and this prediction could unfold before our very eyes in 2025. Nostradamus's writings also point to dramatic changes in the British monarchy. King Charles III, who took the throne after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, has been diagnosed with cancer. This news has revived speculation about his possible abdication. But here's where things get even stranger. Nostradamus once wrote that the King of the Isles would be removed and replaced by someone without the traditional royal markings. Many believe this points not to Prince William, but to Prince Harry, the royal family's so-called outsider. Could we really see a future where Harry, once distanced from royal duties, ascends the throne? Adding to the mystery is the extended public absence of Princess Kate. After undergoing surgery earlier this year, she vanished from public view. Rumors swirl about her health, including whispers of a medically induced coma. A heavily edited Mother's Day photo only deepened suspicions. Some say this cloud of secrecy is the exact kind of royal crisis Nostradamus predicted, one that could lead to a completely unexpected shift in royal succession. But Nostradamus's predictions weren't just about religion or royalty. He warned of something much bigger: global war. He wrote of a third world war happening 79 years after the end of World War II. That lands us dangerously close to today. Look at the headlines: War in Ukraine, rising conflict between China and Taiwan, tensions in the Middle East. Nostradamus described a red enemy, which many now link to China, retreating with fear upon the sea. That sounds eerily similar to growing naval standoffs in the South China Sea. Could 2025 be the year these tensions ignite into something far more catastrophic? Nostradamus often echoed biblical language, and some believe his prophecies align closely with the Bible's vision of the end times. The Apostle Paul warned of widespread deception. Jesus himself said there would be wars, earthquakes, famines, and plagues, but that these would only be the beginning. Right now, we're seeing division, unrest, and distrust all over the world. It's not hard to imagine we're in the middle of something larger. And then there's the prophecy of the Antichrist, a powerful leader who promises peace but brings destruction. Nostradamus believed there would be 3 Antichrists. He named Napoleon and Hitler as the first 2. Some now believe the third has already appeared, And while theories range from Donald Trump to Joe Biden to King Charles, the truth remains a mystery. The Bible says the Antichrist is both a spirit and a person, someone who may already be influencing global events today. Nostradamus also predicted devastating natural disasters, massive earthquakes, famines, flooding, and deadly storms. Today, science is catching up. The U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says 2025 has a 1 in 3 chance of being the hottest year on record. Just look around. Wildfires in Canada, volcanic eruptions in Iceland, snowstorms in areas that rarely see snow, and powerful earthquakes like the one that struck Morocco. Nostradamus said dry lands would be followed by floods and that tsunamis could wipe out farms and destroy the food supply. Are we already seeing this happen? He even predicted that one day the Gobi Desert would become a sea, a sign of extreme, unimaginable climate transformation. Nostradamus wasn't alone in seeing visions of the future. Baba Vanga, a blind Bulgarian mystic known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, also made shocking predictions, many of which have come true, like 9/11's, the Chernobyl disaster, and the death of Princess Diana for 2025. She foresaw a massive global financial crisis, devastating weather disasters, a sudden shift in Earth's orbit that causes unpredictable climate events, a rise in cyber attacks targeting power grids and water systems, but not all of her visions were grim. She also predicted breakthroughs in medicine, including new treatments for Alzheimer's and even a potential cure for cancer. She saw massive leaps in quantum computing, to technology that could permanently change the world of AI. And let's be honest, we're already seeing AI evolve faster than ever before. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by these predictions. War, collapse, spiritual deception, natural disasters, cyber attacks. It sounds like the script of a disaster movie. But maybe there's another message hidden within. Whether you believe in Nostradamus, Baba Vanga, or biblical prophecy. 1. Truth remains. We must be prepared. Not in fear, but with awareness. We can't stop every disaster, but we can stay grounded in truth, community, and hope. So now I want to ask you, do you see the connections? The patterns? The warnings? Could we be standing at the edge of history, watching as the past, the present, and the future all collide? Leave a comment below. Tell us what you think of these prophecies. Which ones scare you? Which ones surprise you? And which ones do you think are already happening? This is more than just a history lesson. It's a wake-up call. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And if you found this fascinating, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what we uncover next. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay curious, and never stop seeking the truth. But before we wrap up, here's something to think about. What if these predictions aren't just warnings of doom, but invitations? Invitations to pay attention, to look beyond the noise and headlines, to ask bigger questions. Because whether or not Nostradamus truly saw our future, the fact that his words still echo today says something important. It tells us that history moves in cycles, that human behavior, our fears, our conflicts, our hopes, hasn't changed as much as we like to believe. We may have newer technology, louder platforms, bigger weapons, but deep down, the same patterns repeat. Power, greed, division, but also resilience, kindness, and moments of clarity when humanity chooses to do better. So maybe, just maybe, these ancient prophecies are less about fortune-telling ... and more about reflection. They force us to stop and think, what path are we on? What role do we play in the story unfolding? Are we asleep at the wheel, or are we awake, paying attention? The future isn't written in stone. Even if it was predicted, we still have a say in how it plays out. So, as we move deeper into 2025, ask yourself,